The channel has recently crossed over 5,000 mega subscribers, which is an incredible feat considering that we've only been doing this for 5 short months. And to celebrate, we're taking the BMW G20 on a scenic road trip to Dullstroom. But this time around, it's more than just a drive. It's to say thank you to each and every one of you who've been a part of this journey. We're not alone, of course, because the G20 is fitted with the Radar Dimax R8 Plus tires, which we've already tested in a separate video, but this trip is all about reinforcing those first impressions. So without further ado, let's hit the road. As always, our starting point for the journey is Johannesburg, of course, and by the way, this was the only tank of fuel that we filled for the trip, giving us a total range of 644 kilometers. Now, Dullstroom is 278 kilometers away, which means a round trip of 556 kilometers. So in theory, one tank should get us there, but we'll see how that plays out. Wait, hold up. Are you guys sure that Springs is in Gauteng? Because at this point we've been driving forever. But anyway, I know, let's keep pushing. BMW cooked here, I'm not gonna lie, because we're doing 140 kilometers per hour and the engine is just chilling at 2000 RPM. And for those of you who are social media prefects, I can live with the fact that I'm doing 140 because this is not a test car. So just tell her what you must. By the way, the Dimax R8 Plus tires have been tested for speeds of up to 300 kilometers per hour. And if you want to see our high-speed run in them, then click on the link in the description box below. The stability and handling is honestly insane. We rolled into Emalahleni at about 1 p.m, which was exactly an hour and 20 minutes after leaving Johannesburg at 11:40. That honestly felt like a decent pace to me. It was neither crazy fast nor too leisurely. Interestingly, Emalahleni is about the midway point when you're traveling to Dullstroom from Johannesburg, so we do have a bit of way to go still. And because we're halfway, I just wanted to say that we're officially on the road to 10,000 subscribers, so if you're enjoying these videos, then do subscribe to grow the community. In one of my previous road trip videos, Daryl mentioned that he would love to see me doing this in different cars and countries, and that is honestly doable. But all of that can only happen through the growth of the channel. And not just for road trips, for anything really. More test cars, better brand deals, etc. Now, according to the channel's analytics, we have a monthly audience of over 30,000 viewers, which is incredible for a channel with only 5,000 subs. So the more of that viewership we can convert into actual subscribers, the more access and the more resources we'll have to run the channel. Exhibit A. On the stretch to Dullstroom, we decided to skip our zoo this time around because we were actually late for my wife's spa appointment, so I was really cooking at this point. But maybe on the way back we can swing through if we have some time. Twin, where have you been?
You get it? If you don't get it, forget about it.
I think this place is called Makazeni according to GPS, but I believe it's the last town before you get to Dullstroom, so this is the final stretch of the journey.
Many moons ago, I had a lot of broken glasses, saw a lot of laughing faces, nobody had and soul. Many miles away, I could start a perfect story. I found myself and find out glory. This deceptive world, giving me the sign, giving me the sign. Giving me the sign, giving me the sign. Even if I cry, even if I die, don't you come right, system on mine. Even if I cry, even if I die, I'm just a woman, I'm just a nomad.
We finally arrived in Dullstroom, and it appears we've only used about a quarter of the tank, which is really good efficiency. The time is now 14:07 and we're officially 7 minutes late for my wife's spa treatment. So without wasting any more time, we immediately made our way to our reservation at Dunkeld Country and Equestrian Estate. A stunning property, by the way, with endless amenities. But unfortunately, it seems that we came at the worst time because the Department of Tourism conference was taking place, and I had really hoped for a laid-back evening with just my wife, and not to have dinner alongside 600 people. This is honestly not what we came here for, but you know how we do it in the channel. We don't give up, we persevere, and we make lemonade out of lemons. So immediately after her treatment and checking in, of course, we hopped back into the vehicle and headed across town to Highland Gate for a more peaceful and intimate dinner. So apparently the Clubhouse restaurant doesn't ordinarily open during the week for dinner, but because there was a mini golf tournament happening on this particular day, they agreed for us to make our dinner reservation. So I guess we were in luck because I was really craving a nice juicy steak. I would legitimately buy land and build here because honestly, the tranquility and the views are second to none. But we'll talk about the pricing of that a bit later. By the way, the stands here start from 495,000 rands all the way up to 1.4 million, depending on the size and views, of course, which is actually a great deal when you consider the fact that you could easily pay more than double this in Johannesburg, and you probably won't even get a proper backyard. Try finding vacant land in Bryanston for 500,000 rands. You'll cry tears. Anyway, after dinner, we made our way back to our reservation and it was pitch dark outside, but the LED headlamps from the G20 lit up the road beautifully. When we got back to the chalet, I wasted no time in getting a fire going because there was no other form of heating and it was absolutely freezing. So I wasn't about to be the guy in the movie who freezes to death in the woods. Like, why did you even leave the comfort of your home, bro? Nah, not me. The next morning, we headed to the equestrian side of the estate to see some horses and grab breakfast. Well, we did see the horses, but no breakfast. So it turns out that the restaurant on that side of the estate only opens on weekends. At that point, I was really tempted to book another night just to get to the weekend, but honestly, we were starting to miss home. There's just something irreplaceable about being in your own space. I remember we spent 4 nights in Cape Town over the summer, which was amazing, don't get me wrong, but we found ourselves itching to go back home. Another catch-22 to consider when traveling is whether you want to book a midweek retreat or a weekend getaway, because while the midweek option will give you a lot of tranquility, all of the places are closed. And on the other end of the spectrum with a weekend getaway, everybody's out and about, restaurants are full, and you're literally sitting on top of one another. After having traveled immensely both locally and internationally, I still don't know which of the two I actually prefer, so booking an entire week usually takes care of this conundrum. Anyway, it's time to head back to Johannesburg and it looks like we still have more than half a tank remaining, which is pretty amazing consumption because those who know will know that Highland Gate is on the other side of town. And we did that trip last night without even breaking a sweat, on top of actually coming to Dullstroom. So to still have more than half a tank is honestly amazing consumption from a petrol engine. See you later, Dullstroom. You've been amazing-ish. On the way back, we stopped at Al Zoo for some brunch and a quick look at the wildlife. It's always a treat passing by here, and because we couldn't on our way to Dullstroom, we thought we might as well pass by today. nature at its best. Just like that, it was time to hit the road once again. However, we quickly ran into some traffic when we got to Middelburg Plaza, which I can say is 100% my fault for not having an E-tag, because it would have gone much faster than this. So I'm the cause for my own suffering. When we got to Emalahleni, we switched things up a little bit and took the N4 toward Pretoria instead of the usual N12 to Johannesburg, for no apparent reason other than the fact that trying out different routes keeps the journeys interesting for us.
My body, head, and soul, many miles away. I could start a perfect story, find myself and find out glory. This deceptive world, giving me the sign, giving me the sign. Giving me the sign, giving me the sign. Even if I cry, even if I die, don't you come right, system of mine. Even if I cry.
Abakwazi usibiza sabangwade. Touchdown in the 012, and is it just me or is the atmosphere in Pretoria a little different compared to Johannesburg? Inobu rich, quiet wealth, old money, still spending money from the 90s, whatever you want to call it, but the atmosphere just hits a little differently. As we are nearing the completion of our journey, at this point, we've done over 3,000 kilometers with the Radar Dimax R8 Plus tires, and I still fully echo those first impressions that at this price point, you're getting a lot of value for money. For starters, you're getting a tire that has been designed with aquaplaning resistance in mind with its 4 wide longitudinal grooves. You're also getting a tire that is stable at speed, which gives you the assurance you need when handling. I've personally tested this, so you can refer to the link in the description for that specific video. 3,000 kilometers later, the tire tread shows minimal wear, just the usual surface marks from everyday driving. And as for the tread itself, the rib design and pitch sequencing are engineered not only for durability, but to ensure a quiet and comfortable ride. The Radar Dimax R8 Plus tires are available in 148 sizes, and if you drive a BMW or a Mini especially, you'll be happy to know that they come in 48 run-flat sizes as well. Now, if you have any questions regarding the tire, then feel free to leave them in the comment section. I'll be preparing a separate Q&A video later this year to address all of these questions. As the sun dips, we find ourselves back where it all began, Johannesburg. From the mountain passes to the quiet lake shores of Dullstroom, every kilometer spent on the road has taught us something. The freedom in open wide roads and the simple joy of good company. So here's to the journeys that change us and to the stories waiting to be told. So let's quickly look at our travel statistics and close off the video. Since refueling, we've spent 9 hours and 43 minutes on the road, covering over 600 kilometers at an average fuel consumption of 7.3 liters to the 100. And admittedly, those 9 hours spent on the road had other detours that we never documented. And nevertheless, we still have a quarter of a tank remaining, which is pretty awesome given that we both work from home, so it's gonna last us a really long time. Thank you for watching. Until next time, take care.